Welcome to Better Daily Life, where we are moving forward 1% better every single day. Download the app and supercharge your journey at betterdaily.life. Now it's time to ditch facts and get facts with your host and my dad, Alex Van Houten.
What is up, Betterment family? This is Alex Van Houten in Better Daily Live. Happy Monday. It is Mindset Monday. And on Mindset Monday, we set our mindset for an awesome week of 1% better daily. And today's mindset is start walking. I'm excited about this mindset. It is day 3 of the Faithful 40 Challenge, which means that many of you have started off on a powerful foot, getting everything done for the last 3 days. I've seen several day 3 posts this morning on mindset, nutrition, and exercise. I'm proud of our start here, and it's pretty awesome. And hi and welcome to those of you who are new to the Better Daily community. As you're getting acquainted with the app, please feel free to reach out to me. That's Coach Alex Van Houten. You'll find my profile there. I'm hard to miss. And then we have several other leaders in Better Daily who can be helpful to you in navigating your way around here. And today's mindset is directly related to the Faithful 40 Challenge. And I mean, everything that we do around here is tied together in some form or fashion under this umbrella of becoming 1% better every day. But today's mindset is very specific to this week. So this week, the first 10 days or so, I guess that's a week and a half, but don't bust my chops, man. The first 10 days of the Faithful 40 Challenge, I call this the integrity phase. The integrity phase of the Faithful 40 Challenge is about shoring up your foundation, building a firm foundation that you can stand on. And this is very important because in the health and fitness world, a lot of times when people pursue a goal, let's say I want to lose 10 pounds, or let's say I want to get off some medications, let's say I want to be healthier, let's say I want to get stronger, more muscular, right? So people set out to do this thing. What they do oftentimes is they jump in head first, no holds barred, meaning that they see all the things they could be doing differently and they try to do all of them all at once. And what stinks about that is you can do that for a short period of time. You can jump in head first and do all kinds of stuff all at once for a very short period of time. So people will take on a 5-day-a-week exercise program, and they will change literally everything about the way they eat. Like they'll change their nutrition up completely. They'll cut out foods they know are bad for them. They'll put good foods in. They'll start counting their calories. They'll try to drink enough water. They'll take all the supplements, and they'll set a bedtime. And so they'll do all of these things. The problem is their house is built on sand because the body, the mind, your social sphere, nobody's ready for this big of a change, right? And so your motivation and your gusto and your energy, you'll get a big push. And then about 10 days in, you'll run out of moxie. Or something big might happen in your world where this new priority you've created can't stand any longer because all of your other priorities require your attention. And I've seen this happen over and over and over again. I've been in the fitness industry for 16 years, okay? I've seen it happen so many times that somebody takes on a challenge. They throw everything but the kitchen sink at it for a very short period of time. And it just can't stay. It just can't stick. And that's why in the Faithful 40 Challenge, the first 10 days is the integrity phase. Integrity comes from the root word integer meaning a whole part. Everything is put together, a whole part. You can think of it as a firm foundation. And in the integrity phase, one of the things that we focus on is nutrition journaling. Notice we're not trying to change everything at once. We're just becoming aware of what we're doing, right? So if you've been watching my posts, what I'm doing is I'm putting out a nutrition journal every day. I do this during the Faithful 40 Challenge. I track my food. It's not something I do all of the time, but I like to do it to become aware of what I'm eating now, make sure that things that I've learned in the past are still being implemented, and perhaps seeing if there's anything I can learn now in the present that will help me now and in the future on my 1% better journey. So I keep a food journal and look at my macronutrients and whatnot, and I'm not trying to change everything at once. I'm just becoming aware. And similarly, I encourage those of you in the Faithful 40 Challenge to do the same, to keep a journal and just become aware. It doesn't have to be a judgment on your day. Notice if you're watching the challenge, I'm not scrolling through people's journals going, what in the world's with all this sugar? What's wrong with you? Or like, wow, really? You're having, like, it's the Faithful 40 challenge. You can't have cake. You can't have cake in the Faithful 40 challenge. I'm only saying that because I had cake last night. But notice there's no coaching or judgment or anything happening here. The win in the integrity phase is awareness and accountability and support. It's just to become aware and start to notice trends, start to notice where you're eating in ways that are unconscious and you're having a hard time implementing changes. Start to notice what your trends are with regard to protein, fat, and carbohydrates. Start to notice where your meals, some of them are really strong and healthy and some of them not so much. Good morning, John. Thanks for joining us this morning, brother. So in the integrity phase of the Faithful 40 Challenge, here I am with the mindset, start walking. I haven't said a word about walking thus far, but I'm getting there. So imagine you're in the woods and it's dark and you're trying to find a path. There's this really cool verse in the Bible. It's in Psalms, actually, 119. So Psalms is the longest book of the Bible, and chapter 119 is the longest chapter of the longest book in the Bible. And in verse 105, it says, "Your word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path." The psalmist is saying to God that his word lights up the path of his life. And on first reading, you can be like, oh, isn't that sweet? It's like a light, and it shows you the way. But here, picture this with me. You're in the woods, it's dark, and you're carrying a lamp. And I don't know if you've ever done this before, but it's easy to imagine. You're carrying a lamp, it's dark, pitch black out. The lamp only lights up the next few feet in front of you, at best. At best, in the woods, in the dark, lamp only lights up the next few feet in front of you. And that's really important because you don't have to worry about what's hundreds of yards off right now. You can't even see that. It doesn't even exist in your purview. When you're walking by lamplight, you have to worry about what's right in front of you. You have to worry about just your next couple steps. And when you know what those steps are, when you know which way you should go, because, there's brambles over here, mountain lion over here, don't go that way, swamp over here, I need to go that way. When you know that, then your job now, walking by lamplight, is just to take the next step. That's literally your job, is to take the next step. Just go that way. Take the next step in that direction. And when you do take the next step in that direction, guess what the lamp does? The light extends just a little further to show you the next step. And then you take that step. What I was describing earlier in the health and fitness world that people do wrong when they take on a challenge is forget the lamp. They just take off in a dead sprint into the dark. You know what happens in a dark, wooded place when you dead sprint and you don't know where you're going? You either trip on a vine and land in some brambles, at least around here in Arkansas, or you slam into a tree. That's what happens. Not cool, man. Not cool. Like, you can't do that on the 1% Better journey. That's not cool. We try really hard not to slam into trees around here. And so what I encourage you to do, and what I encourage you throughout the Faithful 40 Challenge to do, is to know the next step you need to take and start walking. Not sprinting, not spinning around. Bennett would be spinning around like, I don't know where I'm going. Here we go. I'm just gonna run around in a circle because that feels great. Just walk that direction. Like it said in the Psalm, your word is a lamp unto my feet and a light into my path. When you see the next step in the path, just start walking. Take the next step. That's all we're doing. That's the 1% Better approach. So if you're journaling your food, if you're making exercise intentions, if you're recording your mindsets and whatnot, look at the next step in front of you. Just that next step. And I'm an operational guy, which means I don't like it when people tell me what to do, but they don't tell me what to do. Take the next step. Like, thanks, Alex. That's really helpful. If you've never done this before, here's your next step. It's really, really simple. All you have to do is ask yourself, what's one thing that I know I need to be doing right now that I'm not doing that I'm willing to start right now? What's the one thing? Good. You can think about that for like 30 seconds. You'll come up with a list so fast it'll make your head spin. What's the one thing I need to be doing that I'm not doing? And I know I'm not doing it, but I need to be doing it. And then the corollary is the same question, just in reverse. What is the one thing that I'm doing right now that I need to stop? I'm doing it. It's driving me bonkers. I know I need to stop it. It's kicking my butt right now, okay? What's that one thing? And that's how you walk forward. You do the thing you know you should be doing and you're not. And you stop doing the thing that you know you should stop doing, but you haven't stopped doing it yet. If you can commit to those two things, that's 2 big steps forward. And man, you could chew on that for 40 whole days. Just those 2 things. And it could be so small. I have a client I'm working with right now. His big thing that he needed to stop doing was he would wake up first thing in the morning, he'd grab his coffee, and he'd open his phone. And he'd end up on Facebook, and before he knew it, an hour and a half had gone by, and his entire workout time was spent sitting in his living room scrolling through Facebook. And he knew he needed to stop doing that. He knew it. But in his mind, he needed to start working out in the mornings. He didn't realize that what he needed to do is he needed to stop pulling his phone out of his pocket and into his face first thing in the morning. What he needed to do was start getting up, grabbing his coffee, and putting his gym shoes on. You get to open your phone after your workout, bub. And he knew he needed to do that, and he's been doing that, and it's been fantastic for him. And so that's my encouragement to you. Today on Mindset Monday, my encouragement is start walking. Find the thing that you know you need to be doing, and just start. It doesn't have to be a huge thing. Just start walking in that direction. And watch out behind you. There's a few things you know you need to stop doing. Pick one of them and quit it. Just exit out. Done. All done. And move forward on your 1% better journey. Good morning, Kat. Good morning, Robin. Thanks for joining me this morning. Robin says, "This little light of mine." Man, that is a good old school Sunday school song. Thank you for that. And Kat says, Bennett. For those of you who don't know, Bennett's my son. Kat's my mama. So she says Bennett gets that from Grammy. The walking around in a circle in the woods. I don't know where I'm going. I guess I'll just hang out here and have a good time. Yeah, you totally get that. And thank you, Robin. He says, "You're a great encourager, Alex. I appreciate this." So thank you very much, guys. Let's start walking. Let's do that. We don't have to take off in a dead sprint in the dark. You run into trees that way, and that's bad juju for the 1% better journey. We're just letting the lamp light the way a little bit at a time. Thank you guys so much for being a part of the Better Daily community. Thank you so much for jumping into the Faithful 40 Challenge with us. It's day 3, and I know this is going to be awesome for all of us. Until next time, guys, this has been Alex Van Houten in Better Daily Live. It's just 1%. You got this.
Thank you for joining us for your 1% better. Be you, just better, in mind, body, and spirit. Go to betterdaily.life, download our app, and check out our 5-star coaching resources. We all have a cross to carry. It's lighter when we do it together. Go to betterdaily.life today.